It looks like an average day at lunch for Lompoc High School students, but every 15 minutes, a sobering reminder.
That every 15 minutes, someone in the United States dies because of drinking and driving.
It's a vivid and emotional lesson for these 1,400 students. A mock drunk driving accident is happening right before their eyes, and 4 of their classmates are involved. Just like a real accident, emergency crews work quickly to try and save the victims. Though it's all staged, the message behind this program is very real.
They're young adults, and they realize the fact that their age group is dying because of drinking and driving.
The Grim Reaper looms around the crash site while a line of students dressed as victims of drunk drivers watch over.
It's not real, but yet I feel guilty, and it's kind of sobering because it could be real.
One of the injured is taken away by ambulance. A second victim is helicoptered to the hospital where she later died. The coroner picked up the third, and the fourth was arrested for drunk driving.
I thought it was really sad because that's one of my really good friends, and just the thought of her dying is really hurts me inside.
It was so real, even the police were directing the media out of the way.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stand back, please. That's okay.
Every 15 minutes is especially painful for Lompoc High School students because last September one of their own was killed and another paralyzed in a drunk driving accident. The mangled SUV will sit on campus during this 2-day program as a reminder.
I think the thing that truly hits home with them is that the realization that this can happen to me.
And that's what this powerful program is hoping to convey.
Don't do it. Don't drink and drive. Have more common sense than that.
It happened in these waters, about 75 yards from shore. Investigators say a woman was attacked by a large marine animal. Surfer David Abbott saw it all unfold.
I see the tail come up and a lot of thrashing, and I see her asking, for help, and I see a bunch of blood.
Nearby, about 30 lifeguards were getting ready for a competition. 4 of them jumped into the water.
For lifeguards to enter the water, not knowing what the situation is, that great of a distance, was truly heroic.
We were there as lifeguards attempted to save the woman's life, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead soon after. Investigators say it was a large marine animal, possibly a shark.
All indications are at this point that it was a white shark. Size-wise, we're not sure. That will be determined at a later time based upon the injuries.
Investigators are talking to residents and fishermen to find out if any sharks have been seen in the area. One resident we spoke with says he saw a shark in the early morning.
20-30 minutes later, it came out again, and when it came out the last time, it was about 15 feet long, probably 3 foot wide, and it looked like a great white to me.
Until investigators find out if it was a shark, swimmers here and at nearby beaches are being told to stay out of the water.
The action we have taken at this point is we have closed the water in the port area, so we are posting that. We're not going to allow people in the water, at least through today.
An orchid home catches fire. Smoke pours out from everywhere, doors, windows, ceilings, demonstrating the intense heat trapped on the inside. Firefighters head right into the line of fire to execute their attack.
It's an opportunity for us to train our firefighters in actual hands-on firefighting.
While just a training exercise, it's the real thing.
They can experience the real heat and smoke.
Along with the real-life fire training, these firefighters are learning this new thermal imaging camera, which lets them see things they've never been able to see before.
It's actually going to allow these people to see through pitch black.
Where firefighters were once able to hear the fire,
where's the thermal imaging? Right here. Oh, okay. You getting any good shots? Yeah.
Thermal imaging allows them to see the flames both inside and outside the structure.
What allow us to do is go into a burning building, pretty much in a zero visibility environment, and be able to see where the fire is, so we can make an attack on the seat of the fire, and or find out where potential victims are.
Helping both victims and firefighters get out alive.
It's going to cut our search time down to about a quarter of what it used to be.
And every second counts when it means life or death. In Orcutt, Sean Flynn, News 12. In this case, life on Broadway is what it's cracked up to be.
It's pretty bumpy, pretty yucky. I'm concerned about my alignment. Every time I go down the road, I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to have to get my car realigned pretty quick.
You're trying to avoid the ditches, and you want to concentrate on the road too, same time. And that's not a very pleasant way to drive around the town, especially in Broadway when it's so busy.
Santa Maria's Broadway and Main Streets are making a splash with motorists.
They wind up having more potholes, and then they patch it up, and you get bumps. They could be a lot better.
After years of bandaging the problems, the cracks, holes, and ditches are now too deep.
The condition of those two roadways is absolutely deplorable, and the reconstruction work and maintenance work on those roads should have been done years ago.
Broadway and Main are actually highways 135 and 166, state highways, and under state maintenance schedules.
This project is actually pretty much right on time. It may be a little bit of a lag between when it should have been out, maybe a year ago and now, but really it's pretty close to on time.
But traffic may not run this smoothly in Santa Maria for some time. A sign of the times are changing.
These projects are going to cause a significant amount of disruption.
$55 million will be spent on Santa Maria roadway projects. The first construction sign is now in place on Highway 101. Stoll and Donovan interchanges will be completely redone, and Highway 101 will expand to 6 lanes.
If the residents of the city can be just a little bit more patient, the roadways are going to be improved.
Reverent men and women from afar, and generations that know us not, and that we know not of. Heart drawn to see
Still there, oh, say does that star-spangled
as a beacon for freedom in the world. Thank you for those with whom we live, who uphold those principles and those ideals, and for those who have lived some portion of their lives, whether more briefly, whether as a career, in service to their country. Thank you for those who have given that last full measure in defense of our freedoms. What is called for? To go even beyond, and to give ultimately up to life itself.
Fire! Fire! Fire!